A very good morning, dear students. 10th grader, I hope you all are fine. As per today's discussion in computer subject, we are continuing with chapter 1. Next topic of chapter 1, that is web server. Web server is a computer system that is capable of providing information to the user. It means it is a system which provides information. It is a system which provides information. Who will get the information? The person who will request. It means the computer system who is having a large storage of data, who is having a storage of information, that is known as web server, and the system who is receiving the information, that is known as web client. Let's see one diagram. Suppose this is a client, this is a server. How the information will be processed? Client will request to the server. Client will request to the server. And what server will do? Server will respond to the client. It is the reply. So the system which is requesting, that is known as web client, that is known as client, who will receive the information, who has requested to receive the information, and the system who is providing the information to clients, that is known as web server. And to communicate between client and server, we need some set of rules, that is known as HTTP. Hypertext Transfer Protocol is used to transfer the information between client and server. HTTP is a set of rules that will help to make communication between client and server. HTTP can be of two types. It can be HTTP and second it can be HTTPS. HTTP means Hypertext Transfer Protocol. HTTPS means Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. It means only secure web pages will be shared with the client. It is a secure protocol, it is a unsecure protocol, and both are used for the purpose of transferring data between client and server. Next topic, that is website. Website, as the name suggests, it is a collection of web pages. What is website? Website, it is a collection of web pages. And how to prepare the web pages? To prepare the web pages, we need a specific language. Like we are using HTML. HTML is a web development language that is user friendly, that is platform independent, that is case insensitive, and that is dynamic in nature, that can be used anywhere. Now some terms are used in case of website that are related terms. First term, that is web portal, and this is home page. Web portal is basically the idea to develop the website regarding the services. It means which types of services are provided by your website, that is known as web portal. It is the idea related to your website, which type of services you are providing. It is for gaming purpose, mailing purpose, information sharing, blogging, education purpose. This is a concept of web portal. While home page is the first page of your website. That page will be opened automatically when a user will enter the address of your website. Suppose we are having a website of Kurukshetra University, that is kuk.ac.in. Which page will be opened first? That is the home page. And which type of services this website will provide? That is known as web portal. It means a idea of services which are provided to the customer or the user. Now the next topic that we are going to discuss about, that is Difference between website and web page. As you know, web page is a single document, it is a single page, while website is a collection of web pages. It is a collection of multiple pages. Second point, sorry, website and web portal. Website, it is a collection of web pages that can be accessed by everyone, every user can access it. While web portal, I'll write the difference here. Website and second is web portal. Website, it is a collection of web pages, collection of pages that can be accessed by anyone. While what is web portal? Web portal is basically, it is a service that is provided to the broad range of users. It means it is a service or an idea like in the form of email, in the form of in the document sharing, in the form of different services. So it is an idea which type of services are provided. For website, we don't need any user ID or password. We can directly access the website, any user can access. But for accessing the web portal, we need a user ID or password. ID and password is required. Here, no need. Next difference, the difference between website and web portal, it does not require any login credential. I told now only. It can be accessed by everyone, and rarely we are changing in website. We are changing rarely the information in a website. But here we are using general changes. We need to change the information after some time. Generally we are changing the information after some time. It is required regularly, we need to update the web portal. So major difference, website is a collection of web pages, while web portal is a service that is provided to the broad range of users. And website is accessible by everyone, but web portal is accessible by the person who is having specific user ID and password. Website data is rarely used, while web portal data is regular base updation required, because daily basis new updates are required for a web portal. Next topic, that is types of website. Website can be of multiple types, like it can be in the form of brochure, it can be in the form of brochure, it can be in the form of any type of blog, it can be any type of social site, it can be any type of Wikipedia data, or it can be any type of other site that is related to the e-commerce. So these are different categories of website that will provide the information according to different categories. Like brochure, it is used for small businesses, while blogs, it is used for general ideas, and social websites is for public sharing ideas. A general public can be involved, like Facebook. And wiki website is for collection of information where a user can get the information related to a specific topic. And e-commerce website is for the business purpose, where a person can sell or buy the product online with the help of different type of transaction services. Now, which steps are involved in a website preparation? How to prepare the website? For preparation of website, we will follow total 7 steps. First step, that is hosting. Second step, that we will use domain name. Third step, we will use for planning. Planning step is required to maintain the website. So third step is, that is plan. Fourth step that we can include, that is building your web pages. It means building your web pages that are required. Build your website. After making the website, now we need to publish the website. So next step is publish. And after publishing we need some advertisement, so we will start advertising. And last step, that is maintenance. We will maintain the data on regular basis. So these are the steps that are used to prepare a website. First we will take the host, we will become the owner of website. It means by which name it will be present. Domain name we will take, it is for which purpose, like .edu, .net. For which specific domain we want to make the website, it is domain name. Hosting with specific name, like I am writing with name abc.com. Here .com is a domain, abc is the hosting name. And planning which content I can provide the information on website. And building your website, afterward I will start to make the website according to the planning using the specific software. And after making the website all pages, after linking, I will get it published on web portal. And after publishing the website, I will start promotion of website, that is advertising. I will start telling the people this is our website, we can see the information from here. And at last we will go to the steps of maintenance. In this we will getting regular updates on our website data. So which type of extension we can use for website? It can be .edu for educational purpose, .net it is for network purpose, .mil it is for military purpose, .gov for government website, .in website of India, .com for commercial website, and .co.in commercial in India. These such types of extensions we can use that are known as subdomain, that are known as extensions of a website. For different purpose we can take different type of website extensions. Now next topic is web page. Web page, as you know very well, web page are the pages that are available online for a specific website. Web pages are the pages that are available to a number of users on a network that can access anywhere, anytime. These are building block of internet. They are made up of, by using some specific language like using HTML, we can prepare the web page, and when we combine all the web page, it will become a website. Combine all web pages, it will become a website. So web page is a general document, it's a single page document that is prepared with the help of specific language and that is published on a network website. Now how to view the web page? To view the web page. How we can view the web page? For viewing the web page, we can use some search engines, like we can use google.com to view the web pages. First we need to enter the google.com, then we need to enter the address of website, then we can access it. If we don't know the actual name of website. If we know the actual name of website, then we will use browser. We will open browser. In browser, we will enter the URL, address of website, and afterward we will start accessing the website. This is the step-by-step view of using the website. By using Google, we can search the specific website address if we don't know the specific website address. Website and web page both are different. Website is a collection of pages, while web page is a single document. Website that will use the hypertext transfer protocol on network. And in website, there is no extension used in the URL of a website. While web page URL has an extension, like we are using .doc, .html. This is the extension of web page. Now come to the next topic, that is web browser. Web browser is a software that will use to see the web document. Web browser is a software that is used to see the specific document. Software to see the specific information or specific document online. It is used to see the specific information online. It acts as an interface between a page and a specific net. So web browser is an interface between user and internet. A user will use the web page. To use the web page, he needs a specific software, that is web browser. The example is like Google Chrome, Mozilla, Firefox. These are the example of web browser. Now there is a major statement. Google Chrome is always known as a lightweight browser. It means it is not a heavy software for your internet. While what about your Mozilla Firefox? Mozilla is considered as a versatile. It means it can be used anywhere. It can be used anywhere. That's why it is known as versatile software. And what about the third? That is Firefox. It's a journal. And one more we can use, that is Opera. What is Opera? Opera is a web browser that is generally considered as the fastest browser or fast browser. It is the faster browser that is used in your network system. Now apart from default features, there are extensions. So extensions can be also added with additional feature of browser. For example, they can block advertising when a web page is social or network. Sometimes it happens we are using the web browser, advertisements start coming. So we can use some extensions. We can extend the web browser. For using the extension, we are having some number of steps. How to add the extension in a web browser. Next topic is how to add the extensions in a web browser. To add the extension, firstly, navigate to choose the web browser. Navigate to choose web browser. Next topic, after choosing the web browser, next step is select extension option. Select the extension option. To add the extension, we need to select the extension option. Afterward, a page of different extension will be appear. So what will happen to add the extension? Bring your mouse on the icon, then click on add to Chrome. Because we are talking about Chrome web browser now. So we will select add to Chrome. It is Google Chrome. It's a product of Google. After selecting the option of add to Chrome, then a dialog box will be appear. Then click on add to continue. Click on add to continue. After clicking to add or continue, now next step is the extension will be installed. So extension icon will be appear in the top of the navigation bar. So these are the steps that are used to generally add the extension in your web document. Next topic is that is the main component of web page. It means whenever you are opening the web browser, which are the main component of your web browser? What is visible on your screen? On a web browser, the first thing there will be a title bar. That will tell the title of your document. Like web page name, it will represent. Display the name of current web page. Next is address bar. We are writing the address of our web page like google.com. That is known as address bar. Also it is known as URL bar, where we are using the uniform resource locator for address. In that we are having three buttons. One is back button, one button is forward button, and one button we are having stop button. Back, forward and stop, three buttons are available on a web browser window. One more button we are having that we can use for refreshing of web page or reloading of web page, that is refresh. And the shortcut key we can use, that is F5. F5 is the shortcut key. Next is triple dot. The use of triple dot, it is most important. Triple dot, what it will do, that the other command it can contains, and it is the right hand corner of that document. It is having the command of zoom, printing it web document. These such commands are available in triple dot option. And one more we are having, that is scroll bar. That will help you scroll the page up or down or left or right side. These are the main component of your web browser window that are available on screen. Next is types of web browser. Types of web browser, next topic. Web browser can be of, basically it can be of two types. One is topic is types of web browser. One is graphical and second is text based web browser. Text based, graphical and text based web browser, or we can speak text only browser. Now graphical web browser, that will provide the data in the form of icons, in the form of images. So these are known as graphical web browser. Most of the browsers are graphical web browser like Google Chrome, Firefox, Mozilla, or the graphical web browsers are used. But in starting, text based browser came, and now the question arises, which one was the first text based browser? Or we can speak, what is the example of text based browser? The answer will be Linux. Linux is a text based web browser. Next topic, how to add the bookmark in a browser. Bookmark means to say which are important pages that will be displayed on your screen. You can directly open these pages, that are known as bookmark. How to add the bookmark? So to add the bookmark, we are using about Internet Explorer steps, i.e. we can speak the full form is Internet Explorer. How to add the bookmark in the Internet Explorer? To add the bookmark, we are having simple steps. Just click on star in the combo box. We are having a omni box to save the current page as a bookmark. So you can select star option from Omnibox. After selecting the star from Omnibox, then you will select the option of add bookmark. For second option we can speak, we are having a shortcut key, use Ctrl plus D. A window will be appear, Ctrl plus D, then window will be appear. Click on done option. It will add the page in your bookmark. Next topic, how to create a folder in bookmark. Now we have saved the page in a bookmark. Now next is how to create a folder, how to make a folder in a bookmark. To make the folder on a bookmark, on your web page triple dots are there. So click on triple dot command. On right corner it is given like 3 dots are there. Click on triple dot command. Afterward click on bookmark option. After selecting the bookmark option, you have to create the folder. So to creating the folder, you have to click on the bookmark manager option. Select bookmark manager. After selecting the bookmark manager option, the next step that will be followed, a bookmark window will be appear. Bookmark window will be appear. Then we'll select the bookmark manager. So what we have to do in that window? In that window, click on triple dot. Again, click on triple dot option. And after clicking on the triple dot option, click on add new folder. Click on add new folder and rename the folder. We can change the name of folder also. These are the steps that are followed to add the folder in a bookmark. Click on triple dot, click on then bookmark option. In bookmark option you have to select bookmark manager. In bookmark manager you have to go on triple dot option again, then click on add new folder option and rename the specific folder. So in today's session we are continuing till this topic. In next session we will meet with next video. Dear students, if you are facing any doubt in any topic, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number. It's 999118890. Just drop your message on my WhatsApp. I'll give reply. So thank you. Have a nice day for this session. We will meet in next session with next video. Thank you.